Morning Diehards, Tuesday, October 22nd. Well, we are finally here. The 2018 World Series is among us. Grab a seat because this is going to be a good one. The Boston Red Sox look for their fourth World Series title since 2004. That would be 4 in a span of 14 seasons. While the Los Angeles Dodgers look for their first since 1988. They were the runner-up last year as they lost to the Astros in 7 games, so believe me, they're going to be out for redemption. I'm going to go look at these two teams and compare them and see who has the edge. My pick for the series will be the Red Sox in 6 games, as I think they come back to Fenway and clinch in front of the home crowd, which is something they accomplished in 2013. Starting with the Dodgers, the visiting team. Catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First base, Max Muncy, big power hitter, 35-plus home runs. Second base, Brian Dozier, pickup from the Minnesota Twins. Shortstop, Manny Machado, all-star shortstop, pickup from the Baltimore Orioles. Third baseman, Justin Turner, has shown the flair for dramatic in October. Big-time at-bats, big-time hits, all to the playoffs this year and last. Left field, Jock Peterson. Center field, Cody Bellinger. And right field, Yasiel Puig. Tomorrow, if they have a DH, it will probably be Matt Kemp to start things off, a big power-hitting right-hander off the bench. Okay, let's look at the Red Sox lineup and how it stacks up against these guys. We'll start with the catcher position. Yasmani Grandal may have a little bit more power than both Christian Vasquez and Sandy Leon, but defensively, we have the edge. I call that matchup a wash, simply because late in the game, Grandal's defense could be suspect and they may have to make a change. First base, Max Muncy is probably better hitting-wise than any of our guys, Mitch Moreland, Steve Pearce. However, both Pearce and Moreland have shown big at-bats in the playoffs and have been tough outs all through up and down the lineup every time they get a chance. Second base, Brian Dozier. To start the series, our second baseman will most likely be Ian Kinsler, coming off a 2-hit game in his final game against the Astros and Justin Verlander. However, when we go to LA, Mookie Betts will be playing second base. So wherever Mookie Betts is put, he gets the edge. Shortstop, Manny Machado and Xander Bogaerts. It's a lot closer than you would think. Manny's a better defender. However, hitting-wise, Xander Bogaerts has had some big at-bats in the playoffs, as well as has Machado. I think that Machado has a slight edge, but it's close. Third base, Justin Turner compared to Rafael Devers. Both have shown flair for dramatic in October, which is a huge element that you can't really stack up in these type of playoffs and predict. Justin Turner does get the edge from me, but Devers has given the Red Sox some big at-bats. Look for him to try to continue that using the opposite field for power as well as doubles at Fenway in games 1 and 2. Left field, Jock Peterson, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi, much better bat. Defensively, they're probably similar. Center field, Jackie Bradley and Cody Bellinger. Jackie Bradley, the MVP of the American League Championship Series, is red hot right now, showing that if you try to pump a 2-strike fastball by him, he will turn on it and take it out of the yard. Defensively, there isn't any better center fielder in the game than Jackie Bradley. I give the edge to the Red Sox in that one. Yasiel Puig, an up-and-down player compared to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is the best player in the major leagues, so the Red Sox have an edge there. And as far as DH goes, JD Martinez coming off an MVP season, starting to get going, which has been a key for the Red Sox in this series. I mean, in their last series, especially because he started getting going in games 4 and 5. I give the edge to the Red Sox there. Now, as far as the bench goes, guys like Brock Holt, Steve Pearce or Moreland, whoever they decide to go with, probably Pearce, because you have righties pitching, so you'll see Moreland on the bench. Eduardo Nunez, another guy that'll come off the bench. Compare them to Austin Barnes, Chris Taylor, Kike Hernandez, and David Freese. I think it's a wash. Holt, Pearce, Moreland/Leon, whoever they want to put on the bench, they're equivalent to what the Dodgers have. Austin Barnes and Chris Taylor, 2 really good players, especially in the field. They make some really good plays in the field. However, guys like Kike Hernandez and David Freese are similar to Eduardo Nunez, and whoever else you want to throw out there, as far as whether it's Nunez, Holt, whoever. I think that that's a wash, and that's a very important matchup in these playoffs, because late in the game you want to get a good at bat. I think both teams have the ability to do that. As far as starting pitching goes, game 1 tomorrow will not be Kershaw Sale. They've made the change. They're going with Ryu, which is the guy they've started their first 2 series with. So Ryu will get the call against Chris Sale in game 1. I give us an edge in that one. Kershaw against Price in game 2. David Price coming off his best start in the history of his career in the playoffs. He got his first win. He's now 1-0 with the Red Sox as far as starting pitching goes this season. 1-1 in the postseason this year, as he lost to the Yankees in game 2. He will get the call against Kershaw. Slight edge for the Dodgers. Games 3 and 4, I like the Red Sox chances. Nathan Eovaldi and Rick Porcello. Even though Porcello didn't pitch good against the Astros, I think that they both have a slight edge over young up-and-comer Walker Buehler and Rich Hill. Those matchups are very, very similar, very even, but I do like the Red Sox just by a hair. Maybe because of how well Eovaldi's pitched so far in these playoffs. And don't forget, both of those guys will be used out of the bullpen in games 1 and 2 if need be in the 8th inning, with the day off scheduled in between games 2 and game 3. In the Dodgers bullpen, Alex Wood is their long guy. He's their 5th starter. Setup guys are Kent Maeda, a righty, Pedro Baez, a righty, Ryan Madsen, a righty, and Julio Urias, a young kid, a lefty. Caleb Ferguson is a lefty, and Dylan Floro are also guys you will see pitch in this series. There's more situational guys, maybe one hitter here or there. In the Red Sox bullpen, Craig Kimbrell is the closer. Him and Kenley Jansen are a wash. They're both 2 of the best closers in the game. As far as setup goes, Matt Barnes, Ryan Brazier. You will see Brandon Workman in the series at some point. And then you take our starters, Eovaldi and Porcello, you throw them in the mix. That's how Cora's been doing it. He's probably going to stick to the same plan. You know, you have a bullpen of Hembry, maybe he's the last resort. Joe Kelly is in the mix with Barnes, Brazier, Workman to get to Kimbrell. I think that the Dodgers have a slight edge, but it's close. Guys like Pedro Baez, Kenta Maeda, Ryan Madsen have been pitching for a little bit longer than some of our guys. However, it's close. Look, guys, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat this. This is going to be a tough series. The Red Sox, nothing's handed to you. As we saw last night with the Celtics, you got to show up every game. And in the World Series, both teams are going to show up, believe me. I like the Red Sox in this series simply because they have momentum in their favor. They're yet to lose a road game. And those are the type of statistics that translate to winning a world championship. When you're able to go on the road to Houston and win 3 straight, go to Yankee Stadium and win 2 straight, believe me, going to LA isn't going to be as hard as doing those things they've already accomplished. Now, when they go to LA for games 3, 4, and 5, Mookie Betts is going to play second base, at least in game 3. That's the plan. That will put JD Martinez in right field. JD's a capable right fielder. Dodger Stadium is a big right field, but JD is a capable right fielder. And if Cora does want, he can move JD to left and put Benintendi in right if it suits him better. However, you do like to have Benintendi's arm thrown from the left side of the field as opposed to the right, simply because he's able to gun guys down trying to get extra bases. It's going to be a lot of fun. Manager-wise, I think both guys are capable. Alex Cora, to me, gets the edge because he's pressing all the right buttons with his team. If you notice, the Red Sox didn't have to go 7 games with the Astros, where the Dodgers did. Now, I don't think that's going to take anything away from the Dodgers, fatigue-wise. However, right now, Cora is the hottest manager in the game. He knows his team better than anyone, and he's got control of his team better than anyone. It's going to be fun. It really is. I'm taking the Red Sox in 6, but sit down, enjoy this. This is a special Red Sox team, 108 wins. Defeated a little bit after game 2 against the Yankees. They rallied, they came back, they won. Defeated after game 1 against the Astros. They rallied, came back, won 4 straight. Both times the Red Sox have been hitting them out in all season. They've shown the relentless ability to come back. I believe the Red Sox take this thing in 6 games. I will have a game 1 preview, as well as maybe a live video at some point today to talk about the pitching matchup of Hyunjin Ryu against Chris Sale. It's game 1 tonight at Fenway, 8:09. Go Sox.